Hi guys, I'm Folakemi, and today I will be sharing with you books you need to read to improve your writing. So all those books have helped me, and I hope they help you as well on your writing journey. So let's get started. Welcome back. But before I list out the books here, let me ask a reflective question. Why do you write? What inspires you to write? What inspired you to start a career in writing? We all have various reasons why we write. For some, writing is a means to make their voice heard. For others, it could be that they just love the art of writing. For some people, they write because it's their passion. Some people write because they want to express their creativity. And some people just do it for the fun of it. Well, there are various reasons why people delve into this art. And those reasons are peculiar to you. You have your answers and I have mine. Whatever the reason may be, just go for it. Explore the craft. Whether you're an aspiring writer or an experienced writer looking to improve your craft, one of the surest ways to do that is to read and learn from other people's experiences. If there is one thing you should always do as a writer besides writing, then that is reading. So in this video, we intend to save you the time and stress that it will take you to research for books you need to read to improve your writing skills. So some of these books I'm about to share with you have inspired me and helped me to take my writing game to the next level. Even at Sabi Writers, you would find most of these books in our library, and it is accessible to all our staff. I just thought to share some of those books with you and a few nuggets I have jotted down from the books. I have held on to these tips I learned and I have practiced them, and I can tell you that they have helped change my writing game in one way or the other. If you're ready, let's get started with the list. And the first on the list is On Writing, a Memoir of the Craft by Stephen King. This is one book you should add to your TBR list if you've not read it. It is a book that I will keep recommending to all writers, especially those that are new in the field of writing. This book is part memoir and partly a style guide. It details Stephen King's experiences and journey as a writer. It also talked about his writing process. It gave us insight into his background and how he developed some of his storylines with practical examples. It also included some writing advices. I just see this book as a go-to book where I can get insight as a writer if I'm facing a challenge. And if you want to pursue a writing career, then you need to read this book and learn from a successful author that has written about 62 novels and sold over 350 million copies. Like, this particular book is a classic that can never get old. So since I promised to share some nuggets earlier, let me just highlight some few points that stood out for me from that book. One is the adverb is not your friend, so be careful. Two is every book you pick up has its own lessons, and quite often the bad books have more to teach than the good ones, and that is so true. You either learn what to do or what not to do. So let me stop there and go on to the next on the list. The next on my list is Element of Style by William Strunk Jr. and E.B. White. This book will help you get a strong command of the English language. The authors exposed us to different elements such as clarity, grammar, word choice, coherence, and unity. This book also talks about the right use of a comma, when to use and not to use a comma. You would also get to understand how to use your serial comma. Another punctuation rule you would learn from this book is the comma splice. So basically, a comma splice is a punctuation error that happens when you join two independent clauses with a comma and no conjunction. So you have a sentence like this: peanuts are nuts, they are legumes. As you can see here, we have a comma before the word they, which is wrong. But let me just say that is what is called a comma splice. To avoid it, you need to add a conjunction or make each clause stand on its own, because they actually can. As a single sentence, it will read, peanuts are not nuts. They are legumes. So generally, this book is a good read. If you want to master the basic rules of grammar and punctuations, then you need to get this book. It is not a bulky book, so you can read it within a short time. Next is Bird by Bird, Some Instructions on Writing and Life by Anne Lamott. Sometimes as a writer, you want your work to be 100% perfect. Every word eats. You want your sentences to sink into your reader's mind, and you just keep eating yourself too hard. Well, if you've ever been like this, then you should read this book by Anne Lamott, Bird by Bird. Yes, so she talked about what causes writers grief, from perfectionism to insomnia. Yes, insomnia actually. So it is like having someone understand you so well. You'll definitely pick up 1 or 2 lessons from this book. Finally, the last book on my list is On Writing Well, The Classic Guide to Writing Nonfiction by William Zinsser. Okay, William Zinsser. I hope I got the name just right. Okay, so I had to take this book out from the library just to show you guys. I may not be able to tell you everything that is in it, but guys, you need to read this book. If you're a writer and you've not read it, then I recommend that you buy it, because this book talks about different guidelines for writing non-fiction like memoirs, travel, sports, humor, businesses, etc. You would also get to pick up 1 or 2 useful lessons on academic writing. And if you're someone who is overly descriptive or you flog your writing with adjectives, then you would find this book very, very useful. So this book contains principles, method, forms, and even attitude you put into your writing. If you check it, a lot of formal writing, especially business writing, lacks personality. It lacks personality. The author explains in this book why it is okay to have your voice in such type of writing. So I don't want to give you all the details that is in the book, but you can check it out yourself by purchasing the book. But when you do, I want to know what you've learned so far. In the comment box, you can drop a comment. I would also like to know if you've read any of the 5 books I mentioned above. And if you want to tell me 1 or 2 lessons that stood out for you, you can drop it also in the comment box. And also tell us if you find any of these videos we've posted so far helpful. And please don't forget to subscribe or tap the bell to get notification anytime we upload a video. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.